Hello and welcome everybody to the June 2022 High Rollers table. Before we dive into it, my family moved. Been pretty busy to a new state. I guess you'll never know what state. There's no evidence of anything ever changing here on this channel, so I guess you'll never know. And remember to stay tuned at the end because there are a couple of honorable mentions, a couple of things that need to be discussed, which I think are pretty interesting, even though these two chips at the end didn't make the high rollers. So June 2022, these are the top 10 individual casino chip sales on eBay. Number 10, we have the Vintage Hotel Riviera Casino chip sold on June 15th for $460. I love the dovetail half chip right here. It's just absolutely stunning. THC with the hot stamp. Hotel Riviera, 50 cent Las Vegas. Are you kidding me? A fractional chip. This is absolutely stunning. From Las Vegas, nonetheless. $460. This looks like a reputable seller, so it looks like this transaction will go through. This is from the 60s. That's right, the 60s, and it still looks so good. When I see chips like this, I'm like, I want. I don't know that much about the Riviera Casino, but it sure looks like this chip is very desirable. So congratulations, whoever won this. Number 9, we have another chip from the 60s, the landmark $1 Las Vegas Casino chip, 1967, first issue, sold on June 9th, 2022, for $449.99. You add the $11 shipping, it comes out to more than the $460 Vintage Hotel Riviera Casino chip. This chip is equally impressive. Again, the THC mold right there, the hat and cane mold, and the landmark hotel beautiful inlay. It has that nice tower. Obviously not going to compete with Toronto or Seattle Space Needle, but still a really cool design on that chip. And it looks like it's in pretty good condition. They have pictures of it standing on edge. So absolutely lovely chip. Again, the seller looks like somebody who will deliver. Number 8, we have the $100 vintage 3rd edition, 2nd issue gaming chip from Castaways Casino, Las Vegas, sold on June 1st, 2022. For the sum of $500. Now, on Chip Guide, everybody should be familiar with Chip Guide, they say this is a 1963 release, and the lovely hat and cane mold. Look at this. I love this inlay. Castaways with the little single palm tree island with just 2 people on it. That's all you need. Hotel Casino, $100. It's a $100 chip from 1963 that hasn't been canceled. This is absolutely amazing. So I really like this chip, those triple white edge spots on this lovely black chip. Congratulations to whoever won this. This is just an absolutely amazing chip. Number 7, we have the Balinese illegal Sugen $25 chip sold on June 14th for $600. This is not something I'm that familiar with. In the description, if you guys want to go look at this chip, they actually talk a little bit about pre-World War II and talk about, I think it was Texas or Galveston or something, where they go into a little bit of the history of this. So again, I don't know that much about it, but it looks like a pretty interesting chip. It almost looks like one of those old Paranoid chips, but with an inlay. So really interesting $25 chip here. So I can, because I don't know that much about it, $600 seems reasonable. Seems like an interesting chip for sure. Number 6, we have the Sahara Thunderbird $5 casino chip, Las Vegas rarity, sold on June 1st. Lots of things sold on June 1st for $675. Now, I love the name Thunderbird. It is Thunderbird 5, that's what this is. But when you look at the inlay more closely, the Sahara top, 2 $5 denominations there, Thunderbird at the bottom, and then it almost looks like it could be like somebody's hands, or it could be like an oriental arch, maybe more like an OG3 center arch or something. But it's absolutely stunning how it looks like a spade or a heart or an arch. It's just really well thought out art. I really like it. HCE mold, obviously, with those 3 lovely split edge spots. I love this chip. It's so cool. $675, worth every cent, in my opinion. Just absolutely stunning chip, and it looks like it might even stand on edge, which is pretty incredible. Number 5 is the Stardust $5 casino chip 6 issue HCE vintage Las Vegas, sold on June 1st for $699.99. You could just call it, I don't know, $700. This strikes me as maybe a tiny bit high. I'm not entirely sure. I'm looking at other Stardust purchases, like casino chips, $5. You can see the 1964 one sold for $400 as best offer accepted price. I've seen another one, I don't remember exactly, but I remember that it sold for a couple $100, and I think it was a similar 70s issue. I think it was the horse stamp, or the horse mold, rather than the H mold, the HCE mold. But it seems maybe just a little bit high, kind of in my mind. And again, it's just my mind. The market speaks for itself. Someone was willing to pay for it. It was agreed on. But in my mind, this seems like it'd be more between the $200 to $500 price range. But this one is an absolutely stunning condition, it looks like. So, I mean, I can understand $699 might be a little bit high, but maybe worth it to the collector. So very interesting Stardust $5 chip right here from, I believe this one was issued in 1972. Very, very interesting. I love the Stardust. I'm interested in these beautiful Stardust chips. Let me know your thoughts about this one. Was that a little bit high, or does that seem pretty spot on to you? Number 4, we have the R9 rated, that's the scarcity rating, O'Shea's $25 house chip error bicycle club printed on chip, sold on June 29th, 2022 for $900. This is an amazing story right here. I mean, O'Shea's, I think, is still around today. I might be mistaken, but can you imagine like having bicycle club printed in a house mold on your chip? But when I think of bicycle, I think of the bike in the Los Angeles area. And I'm not sure if it's bicycle club, but either way, it just cracks me up. It's like, how could this slip through? And then there's a story here in the description about it was pulled once it was noticed. And so they're very scarce. Like most of them were destroyed. I guess only a few people actually like got one and saved them as this amazing error. So $900. I mean, when you get something that rare, it commands its own price. I can't argue with that price. It's an amazing chip. Like the quad double edge spot, it was like what, 1/4 inch edge spots, and they have this lovely shaped inlay. O'Shea's right there. Oh my goodness. This is a lovely chip and just a fun story. This is I love stuff like this. So this is fantastic. Let me know your thoughts about this one too. This is, in my opinion, something worth collecting. Number 3 is an awesome listing. It's a 25-cent Golden Gate, Las Vegas, and then there's this $sign. More rare chips at the convention. See me, June 16th, 2022, $1,095.50. That's right. You saved 49 cents. It's not $1,095.99. No, it's 50 cents. So this listing, I normally don't show the sellers, but in this case, I'm going to. It's chips bottles. Okay, now look at what he writes in the description here. This is great. South Dakota, and he gives information about the chip, 3rd issue, 1960 to 62, and apparently he's written the book about casino chip values here, the casino chip price guide. So it makes sense that this would sell. I mean, with a listing like this and all that information, how could this not sell? I mean, it's a rare chip. He actually talks about that in the description. So if anybody has any experience with chips bottles, let us know in the description below. I mean, it sounds like this is where you want to buy all of your collectible casino chips. That's just what it looks like right here. I'll make it to the convention one of these years, and we'll see. We'll meet up and we'll talk chips someday. But this is a lovely H mold right here. Golden Gate Club. Golden Gate name isn't reserved just for California or the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, because we have, look at this, 25-cent with a lovely rising sun, or setting. I guess it's on the west coast, so it'd be the setting sun, with the Golden Gate Bridge right there. Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to the Silver State. And this lovely mustard yellow, somebody out will know the exact name of this color, chip. So very lovely, rare chip. Seems it worth every penny of that $1,095, and 50 cents right there on the end. Speaking of rare chips, number 2, we have rare MGM Grand Hotel Lionhead 25.999 silver gaming token, unique 3 known, sold on June 22nd, 2022. June 22, 2022 for $1,475. Now, I actually looked this one up on the chip guide, and this particular variation wasn't there. And so this must be pretty rare looking at this. I mean, to have the MGM Lion on one side, and obviously the 99 silver and the hotel on the other is very impressive. The MGM Grand Hotel, Las Vegas. I mean, yeah, so I love this chip right here, this casino chip. This is, the $25 chip. This, to me, stands out as something very unique and very interesting, and I didn't know these existed, so now all of a sudden, I'm interested in them. They're absolutely stunning. If you know more about this chip, let us know in the comments below. I can see that there are some others that also have kind of the coin inlay, on chip guide obviously, but not this variation, which I am really impressed with. So congratulations on whoever won this. This wasn't even on my radar. So rare MGM Grand Hotel Lionhead casino chip with silver. Number 1 on the list is a 1931 Bank Palace Club Keno in Reno, Nevada casino chip, super asterisk, rare asterisk, exclamation point. It was asking $2,195, and they accepted the best offer of $2,000. Now, this chip looks pretty aged, but doesn't look bad. I don't know that much about the Bank Palace Club. I obviously know about Keno. Keno, everybody knows who's been to Vegas is familiar with Keno. And this one, actually, I did find on Chip Guide. I would recommend everybody get on and have a look. It's just absolutely stunning, really, genuinely, from 1931. It's just stunning. Think about how old that is. I mean, we're pushing more than 90 years. It's going to be 100 years soon. I would love to be holding onto this chip when it turns 100 years old. Absolutely stunning. Beige, obviously, this is the beige one, and obviously with some natural aging. Can we call it patina on a chip? I know it's used for metal, but can we call it patina? It's absolutely stunning. I love this chip. Seems like, in my opinion, it'd be worth every penny of the 2000. I mean, when you're pushing 91 years old, representing what they built in Las Vegas, you look at what they had then and what they have now, it's an amazing piece of history. If these chips could talk. On a side note, in June, 2 of these sold, but in high rollers, I'm going to try to just do 1 of each chip. So if 5 high-end chips sell, I don't want it just to dominate the video. So just so you know, 2 of these actually sold. So there are 2 chips that I want to talk about that I think are entertaining. And I think they're entertaining. Maybe you'll think they're entertaining. The first is a James Bond 007 Casino Royale poker chip. Not a casino chip. Doesn't make this list. Sold on June 5th, $1,980. To me, it just looks like some sort of manufactured memorabilia for the movie. It was just like, hey, we have fans out there. Let's just manufacture some memorabilia and sell it, as a collector's item at Target or something. That's what it looks like to me. The other weird thing about this is the seller has a feedback of 1 at the making of this video. At the selling of that chip, maybe they had a feedback of 0. I have no idea. That also seems suspicious. If this came from a reputable dealer, I could see maybe understanding, okay, maybe it was manufactured, but maybe it was a really short print. Maybe there weren't a lot of these. Maybe they're really scarce. I don't know. Maybe that's more believable. But this seems awfully weird. The other thing that seems weird is in this seller's listings right now, they have another chip that looks exactly the same as this for $20. So does that not seem interesting to anybody else? It does to me. I got a kick out of that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's just, to me, just entertaining. The other thing I want to talk about is the $25 Resorts International New Jersey Poker Chip exclusive number 1 special selection 1978 uncirculated. Now this is really interesting because I'm a sports card collector. Okay, so I'm looking around. I just opened up some Prism and some Series 2 baseball. Okay, so I love sports. I love sports cards. And look here, what did I get? Oh, these are the Jamar Chase silver rookie, Kyle Pitts rookie year, little patch right here, little memorabilia jersey. The enclosed authentic memorabilia It's authentic memorabilia. It's not from any specific game or event. Why is it authentic? Panini sometimes is weird. So they just bought a jersey and cut it up. Okay, whatever. But in the sports card world, I see this all the time. Somebody gets a one of one. Let's talk about Jamar Chase, okay? Amazing wide receiver, Joe Burrow. I don't need to introduce Jamar Chase. Sometimes people will get like a one of one Jamar Chase, and they don't know they have no clue what it's worth, and so they put it on eBay for $10,000, buy it now, or best offer. And they'll accept, some really low offer, $1,000 or whatever it might be worth, because they have no idea. So they just put some astronomical number. That's exactly what happened here with this chip. $25 Resorts International New Jersey chip exclusive #1 special selection, and it was listed for $1,300, but they accepted the best offer of, get this, $50, which might be a little bit on the high side, but more in line of what they're selling for. So there are two sides to this. Number one, if you want to sell some rare casino chips and you have no idea what they're worth, do this. Just put them out on the market. Us collectors will thank you. It's just get them out on the market and accept the best offer, the best one that you get, okay? So there's that side of it. There's the other side of it. If you see something that just seems astronomical, but they're accepting best offers, make an offer and see if it comes back, It takes some guts to realize, the high end of this, if it's in really nice condition, might be $50. I'll make a $50 offer on this chip. Even though it's listed for $1,300. So just an interesting, entertaining listing that I really enjoyed. Didn't make the list, obviously. $50 isn't going to be on the high rollers table, even though it is. As usual, huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much. I need to give a special thanks to pokerchipforum.com. Great place to go. I'm on there. My account's on there. You can write me a message, say hi. I message my patrons all the time if you'd like to join us on Patreon. And I'd also like to thank the Chip Guide. No sponsorship, no money, not patrons. I just love what they do. I really need to support them and mention them. So be sure to support the Chip Guide. Huge resource for anybody who's interested in casino chips. And that concludes the June high rollers for 2022. Let us know what you think about these top 10 chips. You can support us on Patreon. I accept general support. I post a few updates, occasionally pictures, videos, occasionally on there. You can also support me by visiting my Amazon shop. I'll put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe.